Hello, how are you? My name is Mike Marino, and I want to give a huge thank you for stopping by and checking out Incognito. Now, I'm really excited to share this with you because this is definitely my favorite method by far to earn your first commission, and then from there, you could really let the system run for you. So imagine waking up in the morning, checking your account, and seeing commissions piling in. With those extra commissions, you could start to pay off bills, and you could start to work towards quitting your 9 to 5 job if that's something that you want to do. Now, this is a secret under the radar technique. So it's something that you could do anonymously. So that means that you could do this from the privacy of your home and you don't have to post on social media or have to show your face on TikTok or YouTube or any of that. It was really important for me to build a system that wouldn't let you down, even if you're brand new to this or you're not tech savvy. So the Incognito system took me a few months of trial and error to get this right, to actually build it. But now that it's built, it's very simple for you to get up and running. And like I said, we run this at a few hundred, sometimes a few $1,000s in a single day, okay? So let me show you here. I got my phone here. I'm just going to open my account. All right. And see here, you can see that's the last 7 days. So that's $7,982.32, all in the past couple of days. So you can see this week was good every day on average. If you average it out, that's over $1,000 a day. And now this is in US dollars as well. So you can see we're averaging, $1,000 a day, a little bit more than that right now, using the Incognito system. Now, of course, I've included how to clone this Incognito system so you get an exact copy, and I literally show you step by step in just a few simple steps. Now, I showed this to one of my 80-year-old clients who is terrible with computers, by the way. And they were able to set it up in one day and start seeing their first commissions. And they told me afterwards that they've been trying for years. They signed up for a bunch of programs, they wasted a bunch of money trying to figure this out. This is the first time they actually saw commissions. And it came to them within one day of setting up this system. So let me jump into my computer and I'll show you what it's all about. Now, I personally invested about $50,000 in just the past few years developing this so I could hire the best people to test and tweak it to make it perfect. So it's as easy as possible for you to quickly get this set up and see commissions pile into your account. Now, I'm going to show you how you can get an exact copy of the same system that allows me to make hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars per day, every day, nonstop as an affiliate. Now, the reason that I originally built this simple incognito system in the first place was for myself and my family. I was working as a full-time psychiatric nurse and I was working in a very stressful environment. And that meant I saw patients who were in psychosis. So that means they could have been hallucinating. And a lot of times they were in a huge emotional distress. So the environment was very stressful as it is. But when you're super sleep deprived, it was just a recipe for burnout. I barely had time to see and spend time with my wife. And even when we did hang out together, I was just so burnt out that all I wanted to do was just lay on the couch and watch Netflix. Whenever she wanted to go out, I was kind of like, I don't really feel like it. I'm just too tired and all of that. And eventually the stress got so bad, one shift I started to feel really bad chest pain. So I ended up in the emergency room, and when they checked my blood pressure, it was dangerously high. Even though I dreaded driving to work, I knew that I had to go because I needed to pay the bills and I needed to support myself and my wife and everything. So it was just hard because I was stressed out of my mind. I was miserable. I knew enough was enough. So because of this, I decided to go online and I started to buy a bunch of make money online courses and methods. And honestly, it was pretty much a huge waste of money. So here I'll show this to you. Here I was desperately spending money trying to figure this out. So you could see sometimes hundreds of dollars in a single day. So right here, you could see that I spent $403.95 all in one day on my credit card. So I was going in debt doing this. One day I spent, and this was only a couple weeks later, I spent $581.39 all in one day, desperate to figure all of this out. And it really became a pattern. And it got so bad that I even maxed out my credit card. So I kind of got a little obsessed with all of this stuff, to be honest. But because of this, I mean, like I didn't have any money left, so I almost gave up. I was losing money when I was trying to make money, so it didn't make sense to me. But I knew that other people made it work, and there was tons of people that weren't just making money online, but there was a ton of people making millions of dollars online. My goal at the time was just to make enough to quit my job, and I didn't need to make millions of dollars. But I mean, I knew that if that many people have cracked the code to actually doing this, then I should have no problem bringing in enough money to be able to quit my job and to retire my wife so she could be a stay-at-home mom. So instead of buying another shiny method or course, instead I shifted my attention and I started to model people that were actually successful at making millions of dollars online, not just making money, but making millions of dollars online because I wanted to learn from the best. And through this, I started meeting people that made more in 1 week than I did in an entire year. So that really opened my eyes by kind of meeting people like this. I was able to make this work. And within a few months, I was able to replace my nursing income. And now I'm able to work from home with my wife and my son, who's now just turned 5 months old. And now things are pretty chill and low stress for me. It's whole 180 from where it used to be. Like I can't even imagine because this all happened that stressful period that happened before my son was born. So I can't imagine what what a crazy schedule like that would do while we had the baby now. Like that would be really tough. And honestly, I know a lot of people have to struggle with that. Like they have to have jobs like this to support their family and like they don't get to see their loved ones as much and they might have kids and it becomes really stressful. So that's really unfortunate. I'm really grateful that I was able to kind of figure this out before. But man, that would be really intense if I was still working that job, and also trying to raise a family at the same time. Now, I love the freedom that this business allows me, and this incognito product can actually be run in 30 minutes a day. So basically, I get in, I make a few hundred, sometimes a couple of $1,000 in 1 day. And then I close the laptop, get out, and I spend time with family and whatever else I want to do. Like lately, I've been practicing more guitar. You can see a couple of guitars back there. And last week, my wife and I and my son, my dog, we all booked an Airbnb just for fun last weekend. And like it was a lot harder to do stuff like that when I had a full-time job and all of that. So when I used to have a full-time job, I had to worry about like using my allocated vacation time. So maybe you relate to this. Do you relate to this? Like having to worry about running out of vacation time or having your time off request denied by your manager, even if it was something that you explain that it's really important to you, like some sort of family event. Like I remember one time my work scheduler denied my request for a time off because I just wanted 1 day off to go to my friend's wedding and I got denied. And that was obviously really important. I remember even talking to one of my colleagues who said that they were going to request some time off for their own wedding and they got denied. So what's great is I don't have to deal with any of that nonsense anymore. That's exactly why I spent $50,000 in resources testing and hiring people to develop this system so it was as perfect as possible. So instead of you building it, you're able to clone the exact system that I use for myself. The important thing about Incognito is that it's safe, it's reliable, and it works every day. So it's really important to have that certainty. It allows me to have that freedom to support my family, to be present with them, and just gives more options and more peace of mind. Incognito is built for people who want more out of life. It's built for you if you aren't happy with sitting at your day job, with debt racking up. It's built for people who want more time and money freedom. That's what it's all about. For me, it's about the security and freedom that comes with a guaranteed income source. So when a bill comes in now, I don't really think about it a whole lot. We just pay it and we move on. It's more of an afterthought. We don't really stress about bills anymore. Now, Incognito is built for people who want that type of freedom. All right, so quick recap. Incognito is a very simple affiliate commission generating system. I built it to help my family be secure and have a system that just works. I need something that pays the bills every single day, every week, and provides for my family. And as you'll see in the inside, this system is very simple to use and to set up. And it's simple enough that, like I mentioned, my 80-year-old client could do it. Even a little kid could follow these steps. They're really that simple. It doesn't have to be crazy complicated for something to make money. When you combine this simple system with the power of the internet, connected with millions of people around the world, it's easy to have a never-ending flood of people interested in what you have to sell. And honestly, you don't really have to sell anything because the system does all of the telling and selling, so you don't have to do any of that. That's how you'll start to see affiliate commissions roll in hourly every minute. Once you start seeing it, you really understand the power of the system. So I've shown you all of the proof, so you know that it's legit. It's working right now as we speak. However, you might be skeptical, and we like to back up our results. So when you jump in, give Incognito a try, and if it's just doesn't work for you for whatever reason, then we've got a 60-day money back guarantee. Okay? So literally you have nothing to lose and you have a whole serious income source to gain by using Incognito. So it comes down to this. If you're really tired of your situation, this is for you. If you're looking for extra money freedom, even if you did a quarter of the results that we're getting, that's still a serious amount of extra income per month. Incognito comes with just a small investment of just $17. We price it that way so that anyone who is struggling can get in and grab this. We know that a lot of people are struggling and we know anything can happen. We all remember people who lost their jobs during COVID just a few years ago, and some people are still struggling from all of this. So we really don't know what the future is going to bring us. So we really need to be prepared financially. And that's what's great about this system. And I'm glad that I have this incognito system because it doesn't really matter what's happening in the world. In fact, when something like this happens, when, chaos is happening in the world, it actually makes this business work better because people are looking for opportunities, which means more opportunities for you to make more money with this system. So that's what I want for you. I want you to have complete time freedom, complete money freedom. I want you to experience that security in your life, okay? That's why I created this product for you. So again, it's just a small investment of $17. You might as well pop in, have a look at Incognito and see if it's going to be exactly what you've been looking for, okay? All right. Again, a huge thank you for jumping in. The decision is up to you whether this is a yes or no for 17 bucks. I know what decision I'd be making, so I really look forward to seeing you on the inside. All right. Have a good one.